Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're going to review X-Men 97's episode 9, which has been titled Tolerance is Extinction Part 2. Now Charles is seen waking up and what he sees of the mansion left breaks his heart. Magneto is also seen in his OG suit. He just wears his helmet and takes out a big rock like an asteroid out of the ocean, lifting it in the air. Storm and Forge are also seen making a super entrance, saving Jubilee and Reboot from the civilians. Xavier is also seen telling Jean and Scott about how he didn't want them to bear the burden and wanted a normal life for them, and that is why he gave Magneto the charge. But either way, Scott and Jean would have been involved. Rogue is finally up, and when Ororo arrives, Jean is really happy and is seen flying to her with joy. And yes, Forge's gear is still working. Now the team gathers, and the magnetic field of Earth is dying. So Magneto needs to reverse it, and they need to convince him to do that. Professor Charles is also seen taking all the blame on him. Scott has now really become a leader and Professor feels really proud of him, where Scott is seen telling Rogue to go with him and the blue team to find Magneto, and the golden team will go after Bastion to neutralize him, as he is the commander himself for all the Prime Sentinels and he needs to be neutralized before Magneto reverses the damage. The nanotech is not easy to remove from the humans, so it will take a lot of time, but Beast and Forge have come up with something in their minds. Everything is set, and Beast and Forge also build a collar for Bastion, and just when Charles is talking to Rogue, Magneto arrives with the asteroid. Now I thought Xavier will go all villain against Magnus, but he is seen trying to convince him and calm him down, as Magnus is about to go all villain. I have to admit, I was really wrong about the professor. He still cares. He also tries to make it all normal, but Magnus has his points too, and when he asks the X-Men to join him, Roberto and Rogue are actually seen going with him. They also create a funny scene, which is a direct reference to the movies, where Scott throws a yellow suit at Cavill and tells him, "What did you expect? Black spandex? This was the opposite of what we had in the movie." Then comes that exclusive scene where they all dress up in their OG and new costumes, while Professor talks with the President. After that, they show us a scene with goodbyes where Scott and Jean are seen parting hands, and this is really suspicious. Like, is one of them gonna die again? Bastion is hanging in a volcano, powering up the Sentinels with his own power. And yes, Storm and Forge give us a good show. We get a Hulk cameo here too, with the help of Morph. The fight is really good with all their synergy, and Sinister and Jean are also seen facing each other. It's really good to see her back in that suit. She is about to get him, but then he takes over Cavill. Turns out Cavill also has a crystal like his mother, and here he uses his telekinesis for the very first time, with some powers like Cyclops too. Now here Jean is seen mind calling Scott and she just says, "I love you, Scott," and is seen busted badly. Let's hope she is not dead. They are seen arriving on the asteroid, and then Kurt teleports them right in front of Magneto. Xavier is also seen trying to talk some sense into him, but as all of them are seen getting hurt, Xavier tells Scott to get his helmet to undo the damage. And when Charles feels Magnus is getting out of hand, he is seen using his abilities at a really great accent, and Magneto is really getting hurt here. But then Magnus is about to almost kill Charles, and Logan pierces his blades in his chest. Magnus is then seen pulling out Logan's adamantium. This episode was really brutal and we lost a lot of X-Men just because Magnus was done playing hero. Forge could also be hurt, and so could be Storm. They left us on a cliffhanger. I'm really hoping Cavill realizes what he has done, as he just killed his own mother, as Jean is technically his mother. He should reverse all this by traveling back in time again. So guys, stay tuned for further more updates, and if you guys enjoyed, please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't. Also let me know in the comments what you think about this. Thank you.